Class is in session today, and we're inviting all of you to enroll in College Application 101. We are simplifying a process that causes us moms and our teens so much stress. Right now on Maggie and the Moms. It's time for Maggie and the Moms. Sponsored by Tampa General Hospital. Hello and welcome to College Application 101. We have 30 minutes for our class today, and we are going to try to cover it all the questions that you have about this process that makes you want to pull all your hair out of your scalp. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but we'll ask our panel if that's true. Desiree Panlilio is a teen coach, and so she coaches teens through all of this all the time through encouraging teens, and she also has 2 grown daughters, so she's been through it as a mom. Mika Kleinschmidt has a 17-year-old daughter, a college junior, about to begin all the fun. I have a 15-year-old son, also about to begin all the fun. And Deanna Moore, not yet.
Oh gosh, but, I'm so far from this.
But with your niece. You've been through it, and your nephew. So we're going to talk about it all. All right, so let's meet our instructor, first of all, for this course. No pressure.
Wow, feeling pressure.
No pressure, Desiree. I don't know where to start, but I guess I'll start with an article that I saw recently that talked about how many college visits you should have. And they recommended 6 to 10. And they said that you should do it in stages, early stages where you're looking at like the type of schools that you want to go to. Then in the middle stages where you're like, this is where my teen really is seriously considering applying. And then once you're officially accepted, 2 or 3 more to pick.
Yes and no. I think it all comes down to finances, right? It's easy to say go to 6 colleges, but if your kid's interested in a college in UCLA and then, Boston and stuff, you're traveling all over the country. So I think it comes down to, I tell parents, go look at places that are within a day's drive. Like, go check those out. Check out a large campus, a small campus, a medium campus. Get a feel. Find out what your child wants to do before you start expending money and energy, because you're not just going to a campus. You're paying for a hotel. You're paying for meals.
Amen.
There's a lot that comes with going to a college campus visit that I don't think you think about until you're in it, and then you're like, wow, this campus visit just cost X amount of dollars. It wasn't, just a quick thing. And the other thing, modern technology, virtual tours. If your child says, hey, I think I want to go to this school, get on a virtual tour. The other thing is, most colleges let kids take over their internet or their, Instagram accounts,
social media.
Their social media, and they share their experience. I'm like, get on those, watch those kids. See what
also,
they're saying.
Other tips that I've heard is talk to current students and alums, go to college fairs. I could not agree more. To me, that number sounded excessive because of geography and budget. It's just not doable. But I love your suggestion to start by taking advantage of what's close to you. And that's what you guys have done, because you're in Savannah all the time.
Yeah.
And so you started there with your daughter, Jade, right?
Yeah. And Maggie, she's not a college junior yet. She's a high school junior. Yeah, girl. I almost started crying.
I am so sorry. I jumped way ahead.
Listen. Time is going too fast, and it's
and
so
I
crazy.
have a high school sophomore, in case I said college sophomore for my son too. Okay.
No,
Thank
but
you, Mika.
we're in the beginning phases, right? But I think, the conversation starts with what their interests are. And I have to be honest, when I was Jade's age, I had no idea what I wanted to do. So there's already an added pressure for these kids to be like, okay, what do I want to do? And it's okay if they don't know the exact answer, but kind of like hobbies, gifts that they have. Like, so she really is on the creative art school type of thing. So there's really a handful of colleges, I think, in the country that are really good at that. And so SCAD, which is Savannah College of Art and Design, is like the top. I actually say that one and the one in Sarasota, Ringling. So I think those two are our top 2.
Right.
I would love for her to stay in Florida, but it's like one of those things. Jade wants to be in an urban environment. So for her, this is like, she's not thinking so much about what's the best school to go to. She's like, what city am I going to like? And I'm like, girl, you have to focus on getting that education, and then you can move and start your career
and
wherever
she wants to
you
do
want.
Fashion, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Miami, like all this stuff.
Well, luckily she has plenty of choices close by.
That's true.
So
And
that is the benefit.
Yeah, and I'm kind of excited. I'm like, we could just make like mini vacays out of it. So I think the theme for the next year of our family trips will be based around doing some of these college tours.
I love that. We just had a guest on our TV show, a mom who has a son who has already been accepted to all the colleges and is now just deciding which. And what they did was they did a summer road trip, which is a wonderful way to do it. The only problem with the summer is that you don't get the feeling like with students around. It's not ideal. But the alternative, Desiree, is to pull them from school. And that's not ideal either. So when is the best time to go?
I think summer is a great time to go look at them. But once you narrow it down, if you find it that you're down to like SCAD and Ringling, then it's worth pulling her out and going and standing on that campus and watching the kids, watching them interact. Have her walk through the halls, have her not walk into a classroom, but is this someplace I can see myself, right? The going and kind of looking at the big picture, but then you want to narrow it down. And I feel like that, if you can do a road trip, that's great. Some parents can't. So it comes down to my kids pick this school or that school. Then it becomes like, can you go see it? And if not, the virtual experience is great. Our youngest went overseas to go to school and sight unseen.
Wow.
I think that's a great thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. Summer sessions happen at most schools, right? So you'll be able to see
bustling,
some
but yes, you're right.
classes. You might get a tour.
Right. And I think if you're really interested in going to a specific college, is going to one of their summer sessions. If you're really interested in design, do they offer a summer session where your daughter could be completely immersed in that experience? Because that's a huge thing. Like now I'm getting to see it. It's not the full campus experience, but you meet a few, of the professors. You kind of get to see what the food's going to be like. You kind of get a little bit of the dynamic.
A taste of what it would like to be there.
Yeah.
And also take advantage, like if your school offers any programs at colleges, sign your kids up. Like we did that with my son. He's a sophomore. And there was an opportunity to do a leadership conference at the University of Florida. It started on I believe, Friday.
Yeah.
So while school was in session, so he went there on a Friday, he got a feel for the campus, and all of this was an excused absence because it was through school.
Right.
And then he spent a weekend on the college campus of the University of Florida through that program, which, by the way, is also, I feel like, going to look good on the application that you did a leadership conference.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. So I wanted to talk about that next. What are some things that our children could do, take advantage of, that makes admissions officers go, ooh, I like that?
Demonstrated interest is probably one of the biggest thing colleges look at. So if you're really doing that leadership conference, going and taking a course on campus is huge to them. It's telling them that, hey, you're in my top list. It's not just like showing up for a quick tour and I got to drive 3 hours to this next tour. You're kind of demonstrated interest. Following them on social media. Social media is a big thing.
Do they notice that?
There's ways to track it. It's amazing what they can track.
And that's
in
such
AI.
a simple thing to do.
Yeah.
It's getting and talking to people. Like if there's a social media, there's all kinds of chat boards that you can get in and talk to other kids and different people. And if you go do a tour, it's getting to know the person that's doing the tour, because the person doing the tour works in admissions. Following them on whatever social media platform
That sounds like a
on.
hack.
It does.
And just, getting to know them, right? It's kind of
so
like...
ask them for their social media?
Yeah, and follow them.
And follow them.
Follow them.
I love that.
People love, it's all about social media and where you're at. And for your, our kids, it's them getting that knowledge of what's going on in that college.
All right. Well, we have a lot more do's and definitely don'ts to talk about. So we're going to take a quick break and do that right after we come back. College Application 101 still in session. All right, so we left off talking about a wonderful, wonderful hack. When you take a college tour, follow them on social media. Ask the person who gave you the tour for their social media. Follow them as well. Let's talk about classes to take in high school. When Jade was planning her schedule or plans her schedule of classes in high school, does she consider that, like, should I take an AP because it's going to look great when I apply for college? Like, what is your decision-making process?
Oh, absolutely. I think that most high schools offer either it was dual enrollment back in my day, but they have AP classes so that when these kids are graduating, a lot of the times they've got a head start on college and they've already gotten college credits. So that's something, and I think the universities would probably look at that too, like how, they're being proactive and doing that. And then also the electives that she selects are in that realm of either media or art or the creative type of electives. So she's kind of dabbling, and I think that's how they discovered that they like that. Like,
true.
Try it out in high school when it's free. Don't figure it out when you're paying tuition, right?
Amen.
Like, try to like.
And that's why internships is another thing I
Yes.
recommend. Make sure that you like the field.
Absolutely, yeah.
I love that. Okay, so so when admissions officers are looking at the application, this is something I've always wondered about. Are they more impressed by a B on an AP course or an A in an like honors course?
I think it's all about academic rigor. They're looking at consistency, right? So you take an AP course and you get a B, you take an honors course and you get an A. I think it's kind of a moot point to them, right? They want to know academic rigor. So they want to know in 9th grade, 10th grade, your junior year, your senior year, that you're taking the same academic rigor, that all of a sudden in your senior year of high school, you didn't take English Lit and 3 study halls.
Okay.
They want to see that same
Maintained
right.
academic rigor.
Right, because then they know that you're going to put the effort in when you come to their college, because what they want is they don't want to drop out after their first year. So they want that same academic rigor as you're going through the process. And, you know, when you live in a big city, you think AP, you think dual enrollment. You also have to think about there's kids in, you know, middle of Iowa that those schools aren't offering that. So, and they're applying to the same college. So you also have to think about community, what they're looking for. So they're looking for that academic rigor that's maintained at the level that that school offers.
Okay.
So that's a big thing that I think we miss a lot of. It's they're looking, you know, across the country, across the world when their admissions are coming. So it's what's that same level of academic rigor.
So many of us took advantage of Florida prepaid. I did. Did you guys take advantage of Florida prepaid?
I have a 529.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, but this is something I want to ask. Is it true? Because it's so hard to get into Florida schools, even if you have Florida prepaid. Is it true that they're going to start prioritizing in-state students again at the Florida universities?
I heard that. I heard that they're legislating that. It'll be interesting to see what they do.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll be. Yeah, it's in the works. I don't know if they'll do.
I just wondered if you knew.
I know it's in the legislation. I don't know if that'll pass, not pass. It's a tough one. I feel like
it's frustrating.
It's frustrating, and
it's so hard to get into it.
Yeah,
all our schools.
Some of these schools, yeah, for sure. I have a question that this is my experience. I don't think it's for everybody, but my dad made us a rule. 3 kids in our household. He said, you cannot go to a school that's in the city limits. That included Tampa Bay. He said you had to go at least 2 hours away. Does that help a kid force them to become an adult if they can't come home and do laundry? So he said only if you got a full ride to USF or Eckerd could you go. Otherwise, see ya. And that's what we all did. Florida State, UF, and then my brother was in California.
I think it really depends on the family. So I tell every parent, and when I start this process, is college is a financial decision. You as parents and you as a child need to be honest. You need to offer out what you as a parent can offer to pay and what, you know, they're going to have to come in with student debt, right? If they get a student loan. So saying you have to be far enough out, that might be great if you can afford to pay for room and board, right? And I tell parents that because if you look at Yale, this year at Yale, if you're not getting any money, it's $90,000 a year. So you tell your kid they can go anywhere, right? And your kid goes, I got into Yale, and now you're a single mom. That's not a realistic
Well, take
thing.
it down to like the normal level, because I don't know any of our kids are going to Yale.
But I'm just saying,
right? That's a great
like,
point, though. Don't leave it up to them. Apply anywhere you want. Make sure that these are the types of schools you can apply.
These are
to.
the financial. Yeah. This is the financial constraint, and we did that with our kids. This is the financial constraint that we can support you.
But if USF, which is in town, is the same as Florida State, what do you say? Do you say go away or?
I'd have a discussion
home?
and ask them what they want to do, because if their argument is I want to stay home and go to school and I'm still going to have some social life, and maybe you reestablish boundaries of expectations at home.
Right.
Does that money that they save help them when they graduate to pay, get rent for a place? Does it pay for them to start a master's program? Are they looking at getting an undergrad and going to med school, law school? So I think you have to talk to your kid individually of what the long-term goal is. If you're going to go to design school, do you want to be an architect? Do you want to be a special engineer, which isn't just 4 years, it's some additional schooling, right? So if you stay home, you're saving all that money on room and board. And I think that plays into it. I think it was very different when we went, and the pricing was very different than today's world of
100%.
pricing.
Yeah.
Right. So I think
It's
all
a
of
different
sudden,
world.
Yeah. the
I think it
pricing.
very much depends on the child. And I love that you
Yes.
said ask them what they want, because with our daughter, she wanted to stay in Tampa.
Right.
And that's what she was comfortable with. And that's what she felt like we said, well, how are you going to make it a college experience? Because we live 5 minutes from the campus that she finally chose. So she wanted to also live at home. How are you going to make it a college experience? Well, I'm going to join sororities if I can, and I'm going to be on campus as much as possible. And so we said, okay. And it's proven to be the best thing for her, because I didn't want to force her to go away if she wasn't ready. But now that she's been there and she's doing it never home, really taking advantage of the college experience, now she's saying, for my master's, I would like to maybe go somewhere.
I think you did it
So-
right, because so many parents, they want their kids to like stay so close to home, or the kids can't let go. The apron strings
Right.
both ways
Yeah.
cannot be cut.
Yes.
So sometimes their parents are like, get out. And then sometimes it's like, no, you need to stay home.
Yeah, I'm going to listen to what they want and their
Yes.
reasons. And,
And
as
their
long as I feel like
reasons.
they are valid reasons, then I'm going to be like, okay, right? All right,
Exactly.
let's talk about extracurriculars. How do you encourage your daughter to be in as many extracurriculars as possible? How do you gauge that?
I do, but I'll be honest, it's been a challenge. I think when she was younger, she didn't have a choice. I would just sign her up for every sport, summer camp, like, because I'm just like, you're not going to just be sitting at home over the summer. But as they get older, you really want to let them express themselves and what they want to do. But also, I think volunteer hours and community service are huge. And I think for a lot of the scholarships here in Florida, they do require a certain, so that has been the focus. Like we, work with Habitat for Humanity. Anytime Brian and I are out doing a community event, it's like, Jade, you're coming, because you've got to get those hours, and you don't want to wait till your senior year of high school, because then you're really going to be pushing it to the limit. So I do think that, and you could probably speak to this too, that colleges will look at if this kid is an honor roll student, and on top of that, they're juggling all these other things, they have really good time management and they can handle working under pressure. So I think that does speak to their character, that they're going to, push to thrive and finish school.
That makes so much sense. And does it have to be volunteer hours, or can it be paid work hours? Like if they're a kid who has to work, is that just as good?
They would look at it the same way.
The same way? Okay.
I
That's
mean,
good to
before
know.
people have this opinion that if you have to do just volunteer hours, and that's great, except in today's world, a lot of kids got to
have to work.
because they have to help pay for college. And so you're saying they need to have this job, they need to volunteer. Well, if they have to work because, dad's been laid off or something and they're contributing to the family. So colleges look at that. Working, volunteering, it's how are you giving back? How are you being part of the community, whether it's your family or the bigger community? What are you doing to help make a difference? And so I think that's what they're looking for.
Are there some like immediate don'ts that come to your mind?
Don't use AI for your application.
Thank you. Because first of all,
They'll get
they will
caught.
know.
They do know.
They will know. Can we just say that? This is
will
not a suggestion. This is you are not going to be accepted if you do this, guaranteed.
That's
Correct?
right.
Correct. And they run it through their own AI.
Thank you. All right, but now that we're talking about college essays, okay, we did a podcast about this whole topic, but what are you finding? When you're having a session with your clients, what do you tell them? College essay wise.
College essay wise for the Common App, it's got to come from them, not mom and dad telling them what to write. And it's got to be something honest, because they know that they know if you're kind of fudging it or if you're making it up or if you're being dramatic about something. Also make sure that it's relatable, that you can, this is what I learned, this is how I grew, not I spent the summer in Europe traveling and I had this great time versus, I did this, I struggled with this, I struggled in this class, I, went and volunteered and wow, I didn't understand how hard it is to do this or do that. It has to come from the heart. It can't be useless. I guess that's what I tell kids. It can't be something. And I've read some where I've told my clients that you need to go back and start again.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So baby, that means that you should not do it at the last minute either then, right? Like you should have probably a bunch of drafts before you
Right.
get to the
Is
one.
Jade starting to work on it?
Not yet, but when she does, guess who I'm sending it to?
Desiree.
Desiree, help us.
And I say do a resume. The first thing she should do is start a resume from 9th grade to now, and just everything she's done. Your academic transcripts are super easy to get. But her, experiences of volunteering with you and your husband, right? If all of a sudden one day do a volunteer thing, and something really sticks out to her. She sees
Write it
something, does
down.
something, engages in something, and you're in the car ride home, and she goes, Mom, you're not going to believe this. When you get home, I want you to spend 10 minutes writing about that. Just write it down, because when you go to
What
write
a
a college
great tip.
essay, there's her college essay, right? Like
Yeah.
By the end of it, it may already be written with those
Right.
little notes that she wrote.
Yeah, voice
that's
note it,
such a
you
good
know?
tip.
It's
Voice
huge.
note it.
Yeah.
I
That's
love that.
great.
What's the sitch with Bright Futures?
Bright Futures is not going away if that's what you're worried about, but
No, but just like the parameters seem to be changing and being harder and harder. And
they
harder.
are, and they're going to keep getting harder and harder because our kids are getting smarter and smarter. And I know that sounds really
Well, that's a good reason.
It's-
If there
it's a
has to
good
be a reason.
Because so that's the
All
big
right.
thing. There's a reason for it. It's getting harder, and each year they reset the bar. Right, every year the bar gets reset of what your scores and what everything has to be, and then all the kids apply, and it's not an endless pool of money. I think we think it is, but it's not. And I think I have all kinds of political views on how the money should be spent, but no one's asking me.
Yeah, not on this podcast. We stay away from that.
But
All right.
yeah.
When we come back after this last break, we're gonna reflect on some things, because we can't believe that our children are going to college, are already grown, are double digits and beyond already. So we're gonna reflect on a couple of things related to the parenting journey when we come back. Go. We've talked about college applications, but now I would like to switch gears and end this conversation with this. What are you sad to say goodbye to? What parenting era are you missing already now that it's over? This was inspired by Mandy Moore's comment that she's so sad that she's done having children. So Mika, I'm going to start with you,
Oh man.
because I know that I can get to her and she'll like cry and
And
stuff.
she didn't provide any type of tissue, anything. It's funny because there's a lot of moments, right? And I think when you're parenting, and Jade's my only child, so it's like I'm really going to be empty nesting, and that's scaring me. I think I'm more scared about that. It's like, oh my gosh. But there's just a lot of moments. I think I miss when she was like preteen years, where she didn't really care about other opinions, like before she had a cell phone, before she was on social, like where she could just go out there, be herself, not worry about, oh my gosh, my friends saw me, and so that's definitely like there's a shift in personality there. Dressing her, picking out her cute little outfits, because that hasn't happened in years, and it'll never happen again. That's probably why she wants to go into fashion, because she loves it so much. But it is bittersweet, because while I'm sad about those things, I am really, really pumped to see how she flourishes into a woman and like following her dreams. And like, this is the test of hopefully we did something right, and she stays authentic to herself. I think she will. So it's like, oh man, let me just sit back now and watch. And she's taken center stage.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. That
Yeah.
is amazing. What about you? You have daughters in their 20s.
I do. I miss swim meets from when they were really little to all through high school. I missed being able to celebrate them. I miss sitting there and watching them doing something, and them being proud of their accomplishments, and it was their star moment, and we would just celebrate what they were doing. And
Isn't
so
that the best?
yeah, and so I miss that. I love celebrating what they're doing now, because they're doing amazing things. It's just you're not getting that wet swimsuit hug from a 5-year-old anymore, right? And I think we all miss that. I think that's what you said, right? You miss those moments, right? You miss that.
Deanna, you're still getting wet swimsuit hugs,
I
right?
am.
At least you guys still have
we're
that.
in swim meet life.
At least you still have that.
I
But
miss
what do you
two
miss?
armed hugs. They're starting to do that thing. They're too cool for school, and it's like,
It's like a pat.
yeah. So I'm like, give me the other arm, chick.
How old are they? Remind our listeners.
9 and 11.
9 and 11. Oh, that's great.
man.
I miss childhood. I miss them being kids. There's this one stretch of road on Manhattan that I sometimes honestly avoid, because it takes me first through my son's elementary school, where I see him as a second and third grader. Then immediately after my daughter's middle school,
tissues.
where I can
Make it
still
tissues.
see her walking out and giving me a big smile when I was waiting for her, and I knew it had been a good day. Go a little bit more, and there are the Little League fields.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my gosh, yes.
Like back to back to
Bam,
back.
bam,
and I
bam.
see him with his 13 jersey from the time he was, 8 to the 7 till he was like 12. And by the time it never fails, I I've gone through that memory lane journey.
Oh,
On the
God.
other end, my eyes are like, and my heart, I can't take it, guys. I avoid the street.
Oh
I don't
man.
blame you. I couldn't do that. I would avoid it too. The 2-arm hugs come back, by the way. My kids are in their 20s.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
Thank you.
And they come back and they're longer.
Yes. And my mom tells me, don't worry because you're going to feel all that again
Yes.
with grandchildren.
Oh man.
And I'm like, okay, I have time, but there's something to look forward to.
For sure.
I always look forward to our conversations. Thank you guys. It goes so fast. Just like childhood.
It really does.
Podcasts are like childhood. They go like that. But if you're in good company, it's wonderful. And I was today. All right. Thank you all again, ladies. And thank you all for watching and listening. We'll see you next time on Maggie and the Moms.